Welcome to the 70th Ontario Professional Engineers Awards Gala, an annual celebration of engineers and engineering in Ontario. Over the years, Canadian engineers have made outstanding contributions to our nation, our society, and all of humanity.
They opened our country, they developed infrastructure, and they connected Canadians from coast to coast, by land, by sea, and by space. They have provided clean energy to citizens and countries around the globe.
They have helped revolutionize medicines and extend life. And their innovations create wealth, prosperity, and jobs for Canadians.
The Ontario Professional Engineer Awards honor and celebrate all these innovations and the remarkable engineers that have contributed so much to our society.
Proudly co-presented by the Ontario Society of Professional Engineers and Professional Engineers Ontario. This annual gala brings together industry innovators, business leaders, educators and policymakers to celebrate and be inspired by engineering excellence and achievement.
The awards recognize outstanding engineering performance in several categories, including the program's top prize, the gold medal. The gold medal recognizes a special commitment, a conscientious and continuing commitment to public service, technical excellence, and outstanding professional leadership.
In 1947, the first gold medal was awarded to C.D. Howe, the Minister of Everything, to recognize his outstanding leadership and contributions to the Canadian war effort during the Second World War. And the tradition of recognizing and celebrating engineering excellence continues today.
We should know that the Ontario Nuclear Electric Program, which provided 50% of the electricity in Ontario with low cost, high reliability, low environmental impact, and all of the jobs were provided by Canadians.
And that's very important, Lauren, and we're surrounded by many examples of the achievements of Canadian engineers in our environment, in our country. When I've been traveling through this vast and challenging land, I gradually became impressed with the achievements of those engineers who put in our transportation infrastructure. In the early days of Canada, the railways to the West Coast were a nation-building project. More recently, in my own lifetime, I was able to watch the construction of that magnificent Confederation Bridge to PEI.
I love what you're saying. For me, I would say Elsie McGill. She was the first woman in Canada to receive a degree in electrical engineering, and that was from the University of Toronto. She was also the first aircraft designer who was a woman in the whole world. During the Second World War, Elsie made aircraft construction to be a powerhouse in Canada and a contribution to the world. She's a tremendous inspiration for us.
Larry, as a former Dean of Engineering, I have to say that one of the foremost achievements in Canada is the development of our engineering schools, so that many of them today rank among the very best in the world. And collectively, they provide the wellspring for the engineering talent in this country.
I agree with that. Today, Canadian engineers are the entrepreneurs of the world in the extraction and production of metals, like nickel and copper and cobalt, zinc, and many other metals in the critical uses around us. Many of our communities all across Canada are a result of resource development.
Yeah, that's a good example of the way engineers play important roles in many fields across the country.
A future development that really excites me is stem cell research and tissue engineering. I think that they're going to be developing some artificial organs like heart and liver, and this will be very helpful for transplants.
The future of biomedical engineering and stem cell research is absolutely going to be revolutionary. I'm an astronaut, so of course I think about Mars. The first human exploration of Mars is going to be quite the mission.
Innovation.
Entrepreneurship.
Prosperity.
Public good.
Contributions to knowledge.
Exceptional engineering,
Citizenship.
Leadership.
design.
Learn more and help celebrate Ontario engineering excellence at OPEawards.ca.